More secrets have dropped from the Christ Embassy Youth Church. A lot of members, former members of the church, have come to expose the man, the pastor, Pastor Enoch. One of the ladies said that she left her boyfriend because of the pastor. The pastor told her to go and bring 8,000 CDs. She went to tell her boyfriend that, oh, my pastor said, give me 8,000 CDs. I'll have to sow a seed in the church. When she told her boyfriend, the boyfriend said it's too much. And because she was a strong Christian, she said, oh, myself, if you don't support me, if you don't support the work of God, go away. So she broke up with her boyfriend because of 8,000 CDs.
8,000 cedis just because he asked for it. I'm like, he says he needs the money, this, and he's like, no. It's either you leave the church or we break up. My boyfriend left me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, no.
Wait, you left
He
him? You
left
left him
me.
or he left you? Because he gave you an option, oh my dear.
Yeah, he gave me an option, but you see, those people that were used to defend Christ Embassy, like their life depended on it. Me, give the crown to me because I was one of
So
them.
you literally dumped your relationship because of it.
Yes, I thought I was doing it for God.
Now, another lady also came to testify that she went to see the pastor with her problems. Now, when she went to see the pastor, after that, the pastor started calling her the next day, following days, saying that, oh, he's horny, he's hard, he wants to do something. Hey!
Up, tell him everything and things like that. And then I left the office. To cut everything short, the man started calling me, telling me, like the head of the church, I mean, he's hard, he's horny. And it was so much for me to handle.
Yesterday, I dropped a video explaining why Christ Embassy Youth Church is trending. For those of you who haven't watched the video and those of you that don't understand, please go and watch my previous video to get a better understanding, because today's video is a follow-up. You are just building on the story, and I told you how far this video is going to go. I'm going to update you guys. Now, Amabella did the video saying a lot of things about what happened in the church, her red flags in the church, and people came saying that, hey, Amabella is not a Christian, she's a Muslim, why are we listening to her? Hey, now why are you people taking what Amabella is saying seriously? And not just Amabella came to speak, a lot of ladies, a lot of women came to talk about it, saying that they came to share their experiences. A lot. I can't put all here, but I picked 2 stories that touched my heart, and I'm like, no, this is wrong. Let me share the stories with you. Now, this lady said that she was told by the pastor that she's supposed to buy an organ for the church. She attends the Dansoma branch. She's supposed to buy a piano, the organ for the church.
Pastor gets there because the socks that he wear, I'm the one that's providing the socks. I swear on my life, I'm not even lying.
Charlie,
When
this is crazy. 2:30.
yes,
There's a lady
very
in the
crazy.
comment section saying, yeah, Charlie,
If
wow.
says I'm lying, I went to Christ Embassy Joyful Youth Church, Dansoman branch. They have their church at the fitness center over there, right by the chicken man over there. That is where I used to go to church every Sunday. I bought a keyboard for the church. We were in church one day.
And the organ was 7,000 CDs. And the pastor told her that she should pay 5,000. She will top up the 2,000. He will top up the 2,000.
We were in church one day, and then he mentioned my name, Esther. And I was like, yes, sir. God says that you should buy a keyboard for the church. And I was stunned. And then he goes like, how much is a keyboard? And then they're like 7,000 cities. God said pay 5,000 cities. I'll add the 2,000 cities.
Now, the part that weak me is that this girl went to see her boyfriend, tell her boyfriend about this thing, that she needs money.
And after church, I went to him and I'm like,
Charlie.
5,000 cities is a lot. I can't afford to pay 5,000 cities. I'm only a university student. And he's like, hey, how much can you pay? And I said, I'll try my best. I remember the day I sent that man 2,500 cities. And then he called me and told me that if I can give 2,500 cedis, I have to give tithe on the money that I have already sent to him, the 2,500 cedis. So I should pay 500 cedis as tithe for the 2,500 cedis that I sent him. If not, it won't be complete because any money you send to God, any money you have to pay tithe on it. That's what he told me. And I sent the money. I'm not gonna lie, I did. That same pastor asked me to go and collect 8,000 cedis from my boyfriend for him. And I'm not kidding about it because my boyfriend used to drop me to church every Sunday. And he used to give me money because he won't go to the church. So when I'm going to church, I'm like, oh, I need to give in church. So she's like, oh, collect 1,000 cedis. And I'll go. I'll go and give for my partnership. I'll give for Rhapsody. I'll give my tithes. Because I was a cheerful giver, because I was doing it for God, this pastor took advantage of it and was just extorting money from me.
She needing money and the boyfriend supporting her. It's not bad. But Charlie, because of 8,000 cedis, you are leaving your boyfriend. Hey, somebody dead there. Your boyfriend know they give her money, but they love the boy. See, this lady self-talking is a red flag. She is a red flag, but it is not her fault. She claimed she was blinded.
Asked me to take 8K for my boyfriend for him. I mean, I went to ask my boyfriend though, because I didn't even see anything wrong with it at that time. And then my boyfriend is like, why do you have to give your pastor 8,000 cedis just because he asked for it? I'm like, he says he needs the money, this, and he's like, no. It's either you leave the church or we break up. My boyfriend left me. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh no.
Wait, you left
He
him. You
left
left him
me.
or he left you because he gave you an option, oh my dear.
Yeah, he gave me an option, but you see, those people that were used to defend Christ Embassy, like their life depended on it. Me, give the crown to me because I was one of
So
them.
you literally dumped your relationship because of it.
Yes, I thought I was doing it for God.
Wow.
Crazy.
I did it for God. I left my wife because I was like, the pastor said, oh, I told my pastor that.
Now, the second lady's story said that when the pastor was saying all these things about, like, he being horny, he's hard, and all those things, like, okay, he won't do things, she wanted to tell somebody, but they idolized the pastor to the extent that even if she goes to say, do not believe her, they ask her, this man will not do this. Like, some people trust him to the extent that they don't think he's going to do something like that.
Go and tell him because they idolize him. They they see him as the papa of the church. Who are you going to tell that, oh, um pastor is doing this to you, pastor is doing this? Nobody is going to believe you, like literally. So I had to take a break off church, then tune my mind that I've been in the church since I was a kid, so I can't leave the church. So I'll just tune my mind that whatever he does, I'll not mind.
Told her friend about it, telling her friend, not knowing himself, her friend was like, Charlie, what are you saying? It's not true. It's not true. But apparently, that her friend was also in a relationship with the man. Same pastor.
Apparently, my friend that was defending the pastor too was involved with the pastor, but she didn't tell me. She told me when I told her.
Now, the lady said that a news broke out a year back, and they said that the man was involved in, with some women, and then the wife heard about it. Then they spoke to the church leaders. They said that, oh, Charlie, even David was a sinner. So why is it that if a pastor is doing something wrong, instead of us to come around and then support him, and then he will stop what he's doing, we are rather going on social media, or we are going about talking about it? That is wrong.
Finally, early last year, a news broke out where he's been having like affairs with a couple of girls in the church. And then my friend was defending the pastor. So I showed my friend all the messages and all the videos and things that the pastor was sending to me directly. So she was like, hey, so why did I tell anyone? I was like, this is what he's been doing. And who is going to believe you? Like the way you're defending him, nobody was going to believe me. That's why I kept quiet, because even if you bring out evidence, they'll say you are lying. And then my friend went to tell the pastor's wife, and then it became a whole issue because apparently my wife and then the leadership of the church, then they had a meeting. I was thinking maybe it would go somewhere, but it didn't go anywhere. The leadership called us and then told us that even David in the Bible sinned, slept with a lot of people's wife. So if the pastor is doing that, we should rather come together and help the pastor. Now we shouldn't forsake the pastor. This is the time he needs us the most. And then I was like, we are the people in the church and you're supposed to guide us. So if you are doing this and you're covering up for the person, what they were like, and then the issue became like stupid, like nonsense. And then I had to leave the church. And
Now, the lady says that because of this, she doesn't go to church again. She doesn't believe in a pastor. You see, this particular thing she said there, I disagree, because you see, some pastors are not like that.
last year is almost 2 years. Next year, January, February will be 2 years. I've never been to church because now I just don't trust anybody to just go to their church and then pray. It's just too hard to be in the church and even pray. So for me, I don't believe in pastors. I don't believe in churches anymore.
Some pastors are not like that. Some people are really God sent. Even in the Bible, it says that Matthew 24 verse 11. In ones that in the last days many false prophets will arise and deceive many. Yes, so in the last days the false prophets in the Bible, but I'm not saying he's a false prophet, but I'm also trying to say that if you've seen something that you think wasn't good for you, doesn't mean that everybody is not good. Do you understand? If you've seen a prophet doing something against the will of God, doesn't mean that all prophets are like that. Do you understand me? So please go back to church. Do not forsaking the gathering. It's in the Bible. If you find another church, attend another church. But do not say that because of this man, you go to church again. And if it's because of that, then do you know what people have done to people in churches, but they are still going to church? So don't make that as an excuse. Please go to church. Please go to church. Go and worship God. Go and serve God. Go and praise God. It's very important. God is the greatest. Serve him, not the man. Yes. So as I am saying, a lot of secrets have dropped on the CEYC issue. They are see, yesterday a lot of women came to talk about the fact that this man has done this, has done that, has done this. And if you remember in my video I did yesterday, I told you that Amabella wanted to talk about that part, but she didn't say it because she said it was other people's story. And today, people have come and said those things. And I told you that I'm going to the deepest part of the sea to bring you the story. So stick with me in this journey for more updates. How far we'll bring you any update, we'll bring it right here. Don't go anywhere, stick and say subscribe. Follow us on all social media platforms. My name is Kwabena Liquid. This is the Kwabena Liquid Network. I'm out. Peace. The full video is on YouTube and on Facebook, Kwabena Liquid Network. Go and watch it right now.